Cheers and welcome my friends, I'm Rogue-lite and we are playing Darkest Dungeon together as part of my 100 subscriber special. We are playing Subs to the Rescue, and that means that all of my subscribers, who I currently know who they are, some of you have in their privacy option set it in a way that I cannot see who you are, but most of you I know, and I've put all of you in a randomized list. And you are going to go into this game with me as some of the heroes, and I'm going to see how long I can keep you alive. If you see this and subscribe, I will make a new list every week. I'm always, or normally I record 7 episodes in a row per week. So if you see this and you subscribe, you have a chance to be in there next week. I will, if you have appeared in here as a hero already, I will take you off the list and put in the new subscribers for the next week until everyone has been in here once. I'm not sure if I can go through 100 of you guys. I would have to be very bad, but you'll never know. So what is this? Darkest Dungeon is a rogue-lite. It's not really a rogue-like like NetHack or Rogue, but it is a rogue-lite. So you have permadeath, and you have a lot of interesting options that have surfaced in a couple of in the last years. This game was kickstarted and in early access, and it has been released on the 19th of January. And we're going just to jump straight in. Go on. So I have played a bit just to make myself familiar with the mechanics. We're going to call this Subs to the Rescue. Yeah, that's it. But I'm going to skip the opening cinematics. Just it's nothing major. We're just traveling to this estate that our ancestor has bequeathed us. We have inherited a cursed estate that is now being haunted by all kinds of ugly demons and eldritch horrors because our ancestor dug too deeply and too greedily into the tunnels that were lying beneath the house. There's never been a good thing that came of digging deeply and greedily, as various dwarves, the Mines of Moria, and all Dwarf Fortress players can assure you. So let's jump in. We have to find a way to our hamlet. This is the tutorial. I don't think that interests you very much. You can just stop the video if you want to see that. Yeah. So I'm going to be in here, so I have an equal chance of dying. I'm a crusader. What am I? I'm a warrior of light, but God-fearing and a kleptomaniac. Interesting. And I'm going to have with me... let's have a look. I'm going to have with me Everett Chapin. Everett Chapin. Do your best, my friend. You have a hard noggin, quick reflexes, but you are a known cheat. So you're not allowed to gamble while you're in town. That's not nice, cheating people, but as a kleptomaniac, I shouldn't really talk. So I'm going to...
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
So we're basically just going to walk around here and fight people and try to free the estate that is currently being overrun by monsters and all that from these monsters. Yeah, we have a turn-based combat system. So Everett is a bit faster than I am. So he moves first. We're going to. Yeah, I should explain what this actually is. If you have a look at it, you see that I have three yellow or light points that tells you at which from which positions I can use this ability. So from the first, second and third, there are 4, you can have up to 4 people in your party. So the first 3 things, and I can do it to the first 2 of the enemy. That's those 2 red dots. And then the other stuff is basically pretty self-explanatory. This bleed is a damage over time if I can apply it. So this thing I can just use from the 2 middle positions, so position 2 and 3. And this will hurt the first 3 of the enemy. You can see that the 3 red dots are connected. Well, that's not going to help us that much in this fight. So we're going to go with open vein, try to see if we can bleed the enemy. Yes, indeed we could. And here these abilities are the same. So I have one ability that can strike the first 2 enemies. I have smite, which is just a basic thing. Oh yeah, if I go over the enemy, I can see how much damage I will do. Hero damage on the lower right corner. This doesn't do as much. I have the stunning blow, which can stun enemies so they can't act. Which it might not be a bad idea to stun them. 100% base. Okay, yeah, let's stun them so they can't do any damage to us. And they are stunned. Very good. So the Brigand Cutthroat can't really act, but still gets the bleeding debuff applied. We might be able to just kill this guy now. Yes, we can indeed. So we won, and we're going to take all the loot. Didn't have much, but he had something. And there's a camp. And there are a lot of these interactive objects. Okay, going through this. Found some onyx and some money. Going to take it all. We're going to go into the next room.
Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Yeah, so we have found some brigands over here. This thing, the torch, actually determines the difficulty. So you can take torches with you on your expeditions. If you light them, the dungeon will get less difficult, but you also find less loot. If you let the torch go out, you get nicer loot and more critical hits, but you also take more stress damage. So there are two different kinds of damage in this game. You have the normal health bar, like I, for example, have 33 of 33 health points, and I have 0 of 200 stress. So if I lose all my health points, I just die. But if I have 100 stress, I have a chance of going insane. So the more stressful stuff you experience, the nearer you come to breaking. And if you are through a dungeon and have stress left, you have to recreate yourself in some way. It's also possible to die from a heart attack. At least I think that's still in the game. Let's have a look. Gameplay, yeah. I can turn stuff off, like all these things. I think I can. Where is it? Yeah. Heroes get stressed and enemies can call reinforcements if you take too long to kill them. There's some mortality debuffs, so if you come near death, then you get some permanent traits, because you might become a coward and stuff like that. It's all very fun. I have seen people complain about the difficulty of this game, but it's just very unforgiving, so I guess we have to live with it. So these guys are nasty, because they do very damaging stuff from the back. Guess I'll just try to kill this guy. Didn't really work. It's me again, and you can see that this fat guy takes two spots. So he takes the first 2 spots, and that's why I can't reach the guy behind him. And they are also pretty resistant to stun. They have 50% stun resistance. I could do Zealous Accusation, but that would also only hit him, because he's the first 2 guys, basically. I could do Bulwark of Faith. Stunning blow. I'm still going to try the stunning blow just to see if it works. Yes, it worked. So he's out for the next turn. But this guy will... yeah, he hurt us quite a bit. Maybe we can kill the guy in the back now. 4 to 8 damage. Do your best, Everett. Yes, very nice. So, if the enemies do critical hits on us, we gain stress. Our heroes gain stress. But if we hit the enemies with a critical, then we lose stress. I'm just going to smite this guy down. We have to do as much damage to him as we can. Ow, that hurt. And he pushed me back. So there's also another very important part of the game. Manipulating how your enemies are positioned. So if you can pull some of the ranged guys into the front, then your melee guys can finish them off very easily. Should I do this? Yeah. We just need to put as much damage on him as we can. We're going to try and stun him again. And he resisted. That's bad, because we gave up some of our damage potential for the chance of stunning. And Everett is bleeding. That's not good. We're going to attack him again. These guys can take a real beating. And he's down. So we got an onyx, a portrait, some gold, and jade. These portraits, along with some other things, you can use to increase to improve your estate. So whenever you complete a quest, you can decide if you want to return to the hamlet or continue adventuring. We're going to continue because I want to plunder this chest. Can change the order of the people. Something doesn't look quite right with this one. Well, maybe we can still plunder it. It's trapped, so we won't get anything out of it. Shame. But yeah, we can return to the hamlet now. And you always get some sort of summary at the end of one quest. So we collected an heirloom. These are the kinds of heirlooms that you can collect. So there are busts, pictures, deeds, and crests. And you need these kind of resources to level up your place. And it seems that I will be getting another trait out of this. No! I'm going to miss the spot. So minus 1% critical chance. It could have been worse, but it also could have been better, I have to say. So let's return to town.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Yeah, it's one of the interesting things about video game logic. Who in their right mind would come here and do all this stuff? We're going to encounter horrible things, but we're just doing it because we inherited this estate, and then you have to do it, because why not? Logic and all that. So this is our estate. Looks pretty derelict and ugly. So we have to complete more quests to unlock the abbey, more quests to unlock the sanitarium. The tavern isn't open. Basically, there's not a lot of stuff we can do. The guild and the blacksmith are not open. The nomad wagon isn't open. The survivalist isn't open. We can recruit more heroes. We can view our fallen heroes. There will be a lot of them, I fear. I will try my best to keep you guys alive, but you never know. Here you can watch the cinematics of the game. We're going to recruit some more guys.
Men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
So we're going to recruit these guys.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
And I think we're going to upgrade this thing. So, because we need more heroes. So there are constantly new heroes coming here, for what reason whatsoever. I think they might think this to be a place where they can earn a lot of nice loot. So,
Foolishly seeking fortune and glory.
would be really nice if we had a couple more deeds. Only one more deed would bring this up to 4. We can't though. But we're going to increase the roster size to 12, so we can have up to 12 heroes.
In the mud and
Yeah, I think that's good enough for now. So there are different classes in the game, lots of different classes. You have already seen that Everett is a highwayman who can do some shooting and stuff with his dagger and his pistol. I'm a crusader with heavy armor and longsword. Then we have Plucknet. It's actually not going to be called Plucknet. Instead, this is going to be Sporcubus. No, wait. Sporcubus is the Vestal. This is going to be Maxime Debricon. Oh, that's right. So these plague doctors can't really do a lot of healing. Yeah, they can heal a bit, but not much. But they mainly can throw plague grenades and do all sorts of stuff with blight damage and all that. So Maxime Debricon is a second wind, has second wind as an ability. So he does 10% more damage if health points are below 50%, but he's a wield phobe, so he doesn't like wields. He's also a kleptomaniac. Yeah, he and me should get together and do some stealing together, I guess. You can buy new skills and change even these skills on the fly, but we're not going to do that because we don't have the guild open. So this is Maxime Debricon. And then we're going to have you. And you're going to be Sporcubus. I just didn't take into account that I myself am also in there. So you're going to be Sporcubus. And these Vestals are our healers, so they have a one target here that does quite a bit of healing, and they have a party heal that heals everyone from 1 or 2 points. What do you have? You are a slugger, so you have damage melee skills. That's not going to do too much for us. And you are a beast slayer, but you have a weak grip. Okay, so you're doing more melee damage, but you have a lower chance for crits. That's okay. And your preferred position are the last 2 spots. How is the preferred position of you? Yeah, so people are on the right position in this one. You can do a lot of tactical things by positioning your people in one way or another. Should we really embark into the first dungeon? I think we're going to do that in the next episode, I think. Yeah, well, no, we're going to do it now, just so you see how it goes. I'm going to make a bit of a longer first episode. So let's embark.
Madness and morbidity.
And we can take different quests in here. We could. This is the darkest dungeon. This is the estate that our ancestor left us, where the terrors of the deep are running around, but this is way too high from a level standpoint, so we're going to go into the ruins. This is going to be a short quest, so there will be no camping in there, and it's for apprentice level, so at least our first 2 guys are level 1. These 2 guys are level 0, so they're going to have a hard time in there and take a lot more stress damage because it's just too horrible for them. So we have a quest to explore 90% of the rooms, and if we succeed we're going to get the bleed stone, some crests and some money. So I'm just going to use this party. The usual suspects, as this called. You always get a group name based on your selection, and then we can provision ourselves.
Measured now in gold, later, in blood.
Okay, so yeah, well, you can take food with you. Don't really need the anti-venom and the holy water, but whatever. So we're going to take 8 food because sometimes your people want to eat. We're going to take 2 shovels maybe, and a skeleton key, and yeah, let's say 4 torches. I don't want my people to die really. Not really sure if we're going to need the skeleton key. It's rather expensive. I'm going to take another shovel. Shovels you can use to yeah, clear obstacles and break into things, so they're quite useful actually. Yeah, a bit more food. I have to be careful with the money, but yeah, not overly careful. And I think we're going to embark now. So we're going into the ruins and just have a look into the rooms, just doing a basic scouting quest. So we are in here now, and you can see this is the grid layout, and we have to plan carefully because our people take stress damage if we do too much of backtracking. Whenever you walk back, they are getting to the point where they're wondering if it all is worth it and that. Yeah, still, I'm going to end the episode here. In the next episode we're going to move through this dungeon. Hopefully we aren't going to die. Maybe we can get some interesting loot out of this. I would very much like that. And then we'll see what this all unlocks in the town, and we're going to get more heroes and yeah, all that. And I hope you join me for that. There are still a lot of names on my list that can join our ranks. I hope you join me for the next episode. Please give me a like if you enjoyed this episode. It especially helps in the first episode of a series. And if you didn't like this, if you have any sort of critique, please leave it in the comments too, so I can improve. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you join me next time. Thanks and bye bye.